All right, hello, my wonderful students. This is part one of foldable number 4, but we're not actually going to be writing anything on this. You're just going to kind of learn how to use this wonderful calculator. So we're going to go ahead and just turn it on. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. And we're going to go ahead. You see this document setting that's here. So we're actually going to go to, if you go here to a new document, and we're going to look at the graph. Wonderful graph. Now we're going to go ahead and see this little button over here. This is the one that we're going to use to input our piecewise function. Most of yours would probably be all the way out here. So you can actually use this as a mouse and then go ahead and click on it. Or you can actually just click over. Oh, what did I do? I broke it. There we go. Oh, I decided to click it twice to select it. And then go ahead and click enter. And this will create your piecewise function. You notice here that this has 1, 2, 3 functions. So the number of piecewise functions is going to be 3. So once again, you can either click down, it'll go OK, or you can activate your mouse by using this here and move it on and click OK. Now it's going to come up for the screen for that. So this is where you're going to kind of have to like type in the function first and then the restriction. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, to add a absolute value function, which we have here, this is negative. So first we're going to put a negative, and our absolute value function is actually going to be on this little book. And same thing kind of when we were before, but we're going to move over 1, 2, 3 over there to the absolute value. Click that in. Then what we have inside is an x. So down at the bottom here, we have an x. We'll go ahead and click x. Then we're going to go to the restrictions, and we go x again is less than. Less than is going to be over here, so we're going to push control and the equal sign. It's going to come up, and then we're going to switch over this way and click our less than. And we're going to push 0. So our first one is done. Now we're going to go over to the other side here, and then we have our next function of x minus 2 squared. So we need the parentheses that they have here, which are here. So we're going to go parentheses x minus 2, close parentheses, and the x squared symbol here is going to be our squared sign. So that function is done. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the restriction, and our restriction is 0. We're going to go back to the equal sign here, so control equals, and this is going to be less than or equal to, so we're going to go down and over, click that, then we use our x variable again. And then we need to use the control equals again, back to less than, or equal to, and then 4. So our second restriction is done. Come on. Here we go. Sorry for the blurriness, but since this is kind of, I kind of want to show you the buttons as well as just the screen. But when we get to the actual part, because this part's already graphed underneath, so I just want to make sure that it actually matches what we're doing. So we're going to go over again to that side. And our last one is our linear function, which is x minus 2. We go ahead and go to the other side again. And now we have x is, go here, greater than our number 4. So once we get there, we're actually going to push enter. And it's going to do a little beep, boop, beep, and calculations. And now we're going to go ahead and zoom in here to see if it's similar. So if you look here, we have our this is our absolute value function. Then we have our quadratic function. And then we have our linear function. I know it looks linear, but it's actually the absolute value. So, and if we move this over here, from the work that I did earlier, if you notice, the graph actually looks the same. So you see, these are identical, which is fantastic. That's what we wanted. It doesn't show the open and close-ended, but because you guys have, you guys are super smart and you have extensive knowledge on open and close-ended here, like we have here, open-ended, open-ended, close-ended, close-ended, you're going to kind of have to put that into your imagination according to the restrictions here on the graph. But this is what I wanted to show you guys, and we'll do this 3 more times to make sure you guys get so good in practice with this. And like I said, this I'm going to have you actually, when you get this here, I'm going to have to actually draw it in. So I'm going to give you a blank one of these. And you're going to draw it in using this, and you're going to use the open-ended according or close-ended according to this here. Okay? Cool.